You starting us early?
No, I'm just getting
okay.
Pre-prepared.
We got 4 minutes.
Okay. Now I need to record.
We're getting ready to go live in about 4 minutes. I see like half of Wade's face. Don't tuck out, Wade. It's just me and Wade today, people.
Speak to the hand.
Wade was crazy. He's back. No, this rain has my hair looking like a crazy puffball.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I know. The struggle is real, Wade. The struggle is
You gotta lie. Okay, why will you not say? Because I need
guys, whoever's watching, I don't know who that was that just popped up. But if you're watching and you have anything happening this week that you think I might not know about, give us a call. Or if you want to chat about something that I am talking about, give us a call. 910-483-6111.
Or at least put it up there on the screen for us.
That too. I'm trying to like answer. It's hard to answer and talk and stuff though at the same time.
I had a lady come to the restaurant yesterday and said when she ordered, or was it yesterday or the day before? It would have been yesterday, because, well, it would have been yesterday or Wednesday. Probably yesterday. Anyway, she said, "You're Wade, aren't you?" She said, "I recognize your voice from the radio." You listen to the program? She said, "Yeah, that's right." Yeah.
I did a workshop last week, and there was a pastor in attendance, a female pastor, I cannot remember her name, but she was saying, "Oh, perhaps you can," she said she had a talk show on the radio, and I was like, "Oh, I'm a co-host on the radio." She was like, "Are you that Tiffany with Wade?" And I was like, "Yeah." This is really weird, but
You that Tiffany with Wade? The MrsTee.
kind of cool.
Okay.
So yeah, I gotta do events, and then these are just things I want to highlight.
Okay. Wunderbar.
What?
Wunderbar.
What's that?
Well, in Germany.
That means
Germany.
highlighter?
No, it'd be like wonderful. Yeah.
Oh, I was like,
Wunderbar.
what? He's getting me. We're not even on air. I was like, yo, wonder, huh? What?
He's gonna have a heck of a good dad joke today.
Yeah.
I feel it.
We missed the dad jokes last week.
I feel it.
Just depends on what pops up.
If something's good, it's gonna really pop up. You all let me know when you're ready.
You have your call, Gene.
I cannot wait. I'm gonna play the commercial again. Why not? It's only 30 seconds.
Yeah, there you go. Then we'll leave. Then we'll come in.
And then they should have did it for a minute.
1600 AM, 99.7 FM, WIDU1600.com. We are WIDU Fayetteville. We do radio. Follow us on Facebook at WIDU1600 AM.
Your home is your safe place.
Thanks,
You can
Home
see us at the
Sweet.
home show this weekend at the
I would
Crown
highly
Center.
Yeah,
recommend this
we
company
know.
for anyone's security needs.
Lexi is right. Oh, that one just
Carolyn wrote that up. Thanks, Carolyn.
Best you can ask for.
We've had homes since our first home in 2002. Fantastic customer service, and Homes is there for you.
Call Holmes, HOLMES, Holmes of Security, and find out why everyone agrees no place like Holmes.
That's the other thing. Facebook doesn't cooperate.
Say win, boss man, boss lady.
Win.
Thank you. 3, 2, 1.
Good morning. Guess what time it is? It's time for What's Going On Fayetteville right here on the We Do Radio Network. Once again, brought to you by our fine sponsor, Home Security, your hometown security experts. And you just heard from them there. They are really wonderful. They handle the security for my restaurant. I'm Wade Fowler. I'm one of the owners of Fowler's Southern Gourmet at 723 West Rowan Street. And today is Burn-Ins Day, by the way.
Oh, wow.
And if you haven't had them, you need to come try them. And I got my partner in radio business here, the wonderful, always ever looking great, fabulous smile, stuff that just makes the whole world go round, the MrsTee, Tiffany Haywood.
Thanks, Wade. Your introductions always make me blush. I feel so special.
Well, good. Well, anyway, you're listening to us on the We Do Radio Network. And that includes the all-new WIDU 99.7 FM, WIDU 1600 AM in Fayetteville, WYDU 1160 AM in Red Springs, WAGR 1340 AM in Lumberton, and in WEWO, good old WeWo, down there at 1460 AM in Laurinburg, North Carolina, the We Do Radio Network. Call-in numbers 910-483-6111, 483-6111. Believe it or not, we really do like to talk to you folks, so
yes,
please
like
call in.
Interaction.
And you can catch us at WIDU1600.com and also at TheMrsTee on Facebook, and that is TheMrsTee.
Yes. Hello,
So
Fayetteville.
what's going on?
Hello, Fayetteville. There is a lot going on today in Fayetteville and this coming week.
Wait a minute, it's Fayetteville. Everybody tells us there's nothing going
There's
on. There's
nothing to do, right? I tell you, they are wrong.
And that's why we have this show.
My mama taught me not to call people liars, just maybe misinformed, but we are here to let you know that there is tons happening here in Fayetteville. I am going to start off with a couple of comments that are being given to us with some events here on the live stream that's happening on Facebook. And we have Carolyn Hinson, who said that PWC is actually at the home show this weekend at the Crowns. I'm sure you can find out the details over on the Crown on Facebook. And they are having great conservation items and information about PWC services. And there's also going to be an expo March 22nd through the 23rd at Skyview on Hay.
I'll tell you what, you can get a lot of great information from them that can really help you with your, your power bill, your water bill, all that kind of stuff. Really some great conservation measures. And it's kind of funny, because I'm on the PWC board. But I mean, you sit there looking at it, and here's what you're trying to do. You're saying, we're here selling you electricity, selling you water, and saying, well, just on how not to use as much of it.
Yeah, here's how to save a couple bucks, by the way.
Could you imagine going into an ice cream shop and they say, you know what, if you get the small, it will cost you less.
Why upgrade? Just get the small one. I know. It's really great. And I think it's awesome that they offer that. I went to the PWC Citizens Day and they told us, like, what's the ideal temperature to keep. My thermostat is now at 68 all the time, unless, like, if my nose gets cold, I have to turn the heat up just a little bit because then it's really cold. But I thought it was really cool that they gave you those tips. They give you tools. They gave out the grease collectors. So that you don't pour the grease down the sink or where it's not supposed to go. You put it in these little, and it's cute because I keep the little grease trash can thing right next to my stove. You pour your grease in there, ziplock it. It's completely leak proof, and you just drop it in the trash. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. And the other thing, I just lost my train of thought. I'll come back to it later.
It'll come back around, I promise. Also, Lexi is letting us know that there's a yard sale at your church, Wade. Do you know more about that?
Yeah, there is a troop called Trail Life. It's a church-oriented, sort of like Boy Scouts and type thing. And they're doing a fundraiser there at the church. It is indoor.
Yeah, because
it's indoor. Everything is indoors. And
so
let me tell you what,
it
is in the Church Fellowship Hall at 4445 Cliffdale Road. And let me tell you what, there's a ton of stuff.
Is there?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's in the fellowship hall, which is huge. I mean, it's got big enough for a basketball court, and I think they're pretty much wall-to-wall with stuff in there. If you can't find something you like there, you're just not looking.
And then Carolyn just let us know to listen to PWC Connections on WIDU right here every second Monday of the month at 11 a.m. So if you want to find out even more tips and guides and great information from PWC, be sure to tune in. But of course, we know you, our WIDU family, tune in as often as you possibly can. So we are already grateful for that. And now I'm going to give you a few of the events that are happening today here in Fayetteville. Today, the 23rd, Household 6 Catering, as well as a ton of other amazing Black-owned businesses, because this is Black History Month, so we know we have a lot of focus happening on that, as it should. And they are going to be at the Black Business Expo, which is happening at 8247 Elliott Bridge Road in Spring Lake. It's from 10 to 6 p.m. Please go check them out. I know there's going to be food, because, I always spot the food. So I know they're going to have food there today. It's free to the public. There's also going to be a talent show, a hair show, a fashion show, plenty of vendors, live music, and a DJ. So this is the Black History Month Expo. And again, it's happening today from 10 to 6 p.m. And you can find out more information on that on Facebook, of course. But if that's something you would love to do, I suggest you go check that out, because there's going to be a lot of great, awesome businesses there that you can help support. Okay, I'm seeing more comments pop up. Guys, if I miss you, commenting on Facebook because it's not treating me nicely today, please call in 910-483-6111 and share your information with us because we love to get everything out there for everybody to know. Also happening today, and I'm super, super excited about this. If you guys watch the show regularly, which I hope you do, you saw that we had Unique and Tammy from the Arts Council as well as Piedmont Gas on a couple of weeks ago talking about the True to Yourself Month Talk series, Black History Month Talk series. And tonight is going to be that event. The countdown has ended. It is happening tonight, people. Boris Kodjoe is here. He is here to talk with us and to share his story. And I did not even realize when I spoke to them on the show that there was also an event last night until I got an invite. They had a youth version of the True to Yourself series, and the speaker for last night was casting director Winsome Sinclair. She has worked with people such as John Singleton and Spike Lee, and she's done amazing work with some amazing actors in some really awesome movies. And she took the time out of her schedule to sit and talk with us, and she talked with the youth from the Fayetteville Community Youth Center, which is right next to Fowler's, which I found that out last night when we got there. I was like, oh, I know where I am. As soon as I saw West Rowan Street, I was like, I know exactly where I am right now. But that event was last night. It was amazing. I had the chance to take my daughter with me. She turned 12 yesterday. And I was shocked by how engaged she was by what was happening, because I kind of thought maybe she was a little too young. Because the youth center, they kind of work teen 13 and up, so I didn't know if she was gonna, like, it was gonna fly over her head or if she was gonna get bored. But she was completely engaged. She wanted to stay until the end. Miss Sinclair had so many amazing points and tips and pieces of wisdom that she shared with the youth as well as the adults that were there last night. She really shared how she has taken her career and remained true to herself throughout it from start to beginning. Her very first internship was with Spike Lee, and now she has her own production company, and she shared all of that with them. So that was the first part of this Black History Month Talk series, and tonight is the second portion, which is going to be with Boris Kodjoe, and he is going to share his story of being an African-American actor and what he's done within his career and how he stood by his values and his standards. There are still tickets available. It is $20 general admission. Please go to theartscouncil.com to pick up your tickets. Everything starts tonight at 7 through 9 o'clock at the J.W. Seabrook Auditorium. But guess what, people? I have a media pass, which means I'm going to be able to share with you guys a bit of the behind the scenes, and you get to see what I see. And I love having that opportunity. So make sure you follow me at TheMrsTee across all social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you want to find me. I'm at TheMrsTee, and you can start following me around 4 o'clock because I'm actually going to be getting a little bit of an insider's look with Boris Kodjoe, and I'll be sharing as much of that as possible. Also happening today, we are having, hold on, I just want to see what more is going on. The Gallery Goes Pop is still happening at Methodist University. This is our Andy Warhol exhibit that they have brought right here to Fayetteville. We are so excited for this because it proves that art is something that is important to Fayetteville. And so that's happening through April 12th, and it's at it's on Methodist University, and now I'm losing the name of the actual place, but it's on Methodist University. Look up Gallery Goes Pop Warhol on Facebook and get the details, and you don't want to miss that. Let me see what else is happening.
Does that mean I should ask Gallery where art, Val?
You can do that.
Okay.
That can help, I think. Oh, another thing that I want to highlight is our friends at Cornerstone Design Company. Cornerstone is located on Hay Street. If you guys have not stopped in there, you need to. They make the most amazing farm tables from hand, like by hand. Her husband, Tiana, is the owner along with her husband, and he makes all the tables by hand. His workshop, they share glimpses of it on their Instagram page. But they have a new venture that I'm excited to share with you guys. It's going to be launching, they had a slight preview last night for some of the Fayetteville bloggers, but it's launching on March 1st, and it's called the Hummingbird Candle Workshop. And so what they do is you get to pick your own scent, you mix your wax, and you do everything, all the scientific stuff, you get to do it all. There's like a tray, and if you guys watch my Instagram, I'm going to post some pictures later. You get gloves. You get the wax, everything, and you get to make your own candles. And I think it's really cool. Like, it sounds like a lot of fun. I can't wait. The very first class is happening March 1st. They do ask that attendees be 14 and up just because they are dealing with hot wax. But you get science, you get sense, and you get socializing because they're also going to have a BYOB, and they're going to have like little refreshments for everyone. You get to socialize with each other and make your own candles. And the thing is, the candles that you make, they stay overnight at Cornerstone, and you can pick them up the next day. They have to cure, so that's why they stay there. But check it out. Visit Cornerstone on Facebook and sign up for their very first class. Trust me, you want to be one of the people who gets to do this the first time. And again, that's March 1st. And I believe the time for it is going to be 7 p.m. It's 7 to 9 p.m., I think. And Hummingbird Candles, let me see what they say. Her scents are amazing. If you walk into Cornerstone right now, I think she has up to 25, perhaps more different scents you can choose from. And you can combine them however you want. And the cool part is they will make note and keep a record of like your favorite scent or however you combined it in your mixture. And then you can come back and get that candle whenever you want.
Huh.
Cool, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a cool date night idea, a cool girls night out kind of idea. So again, check out Cornerstone, and it's called the Hummingbird Candle Workshop. And it's March 1st, and you should sign up and tell them Tiffany sent you, or TheMrsTee sent you. And then the other thing I want to do is a new business spotlight. I had the chance yesterday to meet with Janisa, girl, if I'm messing up your name, please charge it to my head and not my heart. But she is opening a brand new coffee shop on 123 Anderson Street. It's the Red Door building right on the corner, and it's called InHisPresence Coffee Shop. It's a Christian-based coffee shop. She's going to have unique blends. She's doing pour over coffee preparation, and I know you don't do coffee, Wade, but the pour over is amazing.
That's because coffee does me.
Yeah, coffee does Wade wrong, so therefore Wade doesn't do coffee, which is understandable. But anybody who's listening, comment, call in, let me know if you've experienced the pour over brew method of coffee, because I have Hollywood Java, Dalton Carter, and Patrice Carter. They also prepare their coffee in that way. They're a pop-up coffee shop. They're actually going to be at a 5K today, if I remember correctly. And they do it. That was the very first time that I had the pour over coffee method, and it tastes completely different. It's smooth. Like, now I know what smooth means when they say coffee tastes smooth, and that's how she's going to prepare her coffee. She's going to offer Bible study workshop. Like, she's going to offer her space for Bible studies. She's going to, and her coffee shop is going to be a coffee/book shop. So I actually got a chance to take a walkthrough with her yesterday. And she has 2 levels. The building is amazing. First of all, a lot of the structures downtown are like hidden gems. Like, when you see them from the outside, you don't realize what's inside.
What's inside, yeah.
Yeah. So she took me for a walkthrough. She's basically remodeling it and renovating it to fit her needs. But the first floor level, she's going to have a pickup window. Like, you can walk right up on the sidewalk. The window's right there. You can pick up your coffee. They're going to have an app where you can pre-order your coffee so that when you get there, you say, hey, I'll be there in 20 minutes. Your coffee will be at the pickup window in 20 minutes. She's going to have a lounge area with books and bookshelves for you to pick from, to sit, relax, and read. There's going to be a kids zone, a whole room where, say you're a busy mom and you just want to have a little bit of coffee and let the kids play. Her kids room is going to be like airplane themed. The fan is going to be airplane wings. Cool. Really cool, right?
From the pilot's perspective, that's wonderful.
Her husband's actually a pilot, so that's where that theme came from.
Ah, okay.
So they're going to have a chalkboard wall in the kids' room, so your kids can be totally fine. They're in eyesight of the lounge area that's for the adults, and that's on the first level. The second level, she's going to actually have meeting spaces where, like, say you like me, I've already booked her for a meeting on March 27th. If you're a business owner who doesn't have a concrete location, you can schedule and have your meetings there. Like I said, I already booked her. I can't wait to explore the space even more. She's going to have, obviously, merchandise for sale. She has InHisPresence t-shirts and hoodies, and they're totally unique, and I can't wait to get my hands on one. And she's also going to be focusing a lot because she has a vision and a cause, and her cause is the fight against sex trafficking. So she's going to have a lot of events and stuff that focus on that and tell what it's about. So trust me, you want to stop by 123 Anderson on March 22nd. That's going to be her grand opening date.
And Anderson Street, by the way, is the one that the library downtown is on.
Yes. It's like a little curve right off of Hay Street, but there's so many gems down there. The downtown market is on Anderson Street. Prema Elements is on Anderson Street. So this is going to be the new place you need to go check out. It's a red door. You can't miss it. The pickup window, I think, is going to be an awesome hit, especially for me, because I can't wait to just be able to text in my app and pay for everything and just grab your coffee and keep going if you want to. She's actually going to be on Instagram sometime today, and her Instagram is InHisPresence, and she's going to share with you guys a walkthrough tour of the location. So you get to see where she's at in the renovation process. She'll share with you where she's going, her vision for what's going to be there. So take a look. Go follow her at InHerPresence on Instagram. So it's Instagram.com/ not in her presence. What am I saying?
In his presence.
Yes, in his presence. Instagram.com in his presence. And you can get a walkthrough tour like I did, but you get to see it and you'll get to meet her and hear her perspective and her vision. Also, be sure to stop by her website, InHisPresence.com. You can get that link through the Instagram page. She shares her entire vision and how this coffee shop came to be. And trust me, it's one you're going to want to hear and want to learn more about. So that's happening March 22nd. So stay tuned for even more about that. And another thing that's happening here in downtown, I see Wade peeking like over my laptop. It started last night, was our 4th Friday Black History Fact Walk. It is continuing into today, starting at 11 a.m. And we had Daphne on a couple of weeks ago, and she was sharing with us how many of the businesses downtown are going to be sharing Black History facts. And it's kind of like a scavenger hunt. You collect as many facts as you can, and you earn points for every fact. Copies of the maps are available at shops at 123 Hay, Rude Awakening Coffee House, Agora Restaurant, Yellow Crayons, Turner Lane, Downtown Market of Fayetteville, which is on Anderson, Greg's Pottery, and Cool Spring Downtown District Office. That's that blue storefront that you can't miss on Hay Street. And you can get your map and continue that walk if you started last night. And if not, you can start today. There's still time. So that's in honor of Black History Month. Also happening, I know you guys have been hearing me brag on how awesome Annie was at the Cape Fear Regional Theater. Well, apparently I am not the only one who's been bragging, and due to popular demand, they have extended the stay of the show. So you have 7 extra chances to see Annie before it leaves.
And I have a trivia question for you for Black History Month.
Oh, Lord.
Who was the first Black who was invited to dinner at the White House?
Oh, I know this, but I don't know it. Man, Wade, you're putting me on the spot. I watched a documentary on it.
Booker T. Washington.
Yes. That was such a great moment in history.
I would never guess that.
You would have never guessed it?
No.
I watch documentaries and I see, I have random facts, but they never come to me when I actually want them. But what?
No, I just thought it was kind of an interesting fact.
That's cool.
Please,
See,
Jimmy.
we can always count on Wade, people. But so if you did not get a chance to see Annie, you have 7 extra chances. It's happening February 26th through March 2nd now. So be sure to go get your tickets before they sell out, because I trust they will. We are going to take a quick break and come back. Don't forget to call in, people, 910-483-6111.
Thank you.
And let me close out the stuff I already said so I don't get confused. But in his presence looks like it's going to be amazing.
Let's see if they should sponsor it.
I did. I mean, I am. I have it.
Perfect.
I have it. I'm going to talk to her.
Perfect for them.
And I told her, because I was a Christian-based radio station and you're willing to host Bible study spaces, a lot of people are looking for, to get outside of the church building. It will be perfect. Perfect. Okay, I said that. Hey, my sister's watching. Thank you. Thanks, Gardenia. Thanks, Jennifer. Get a copy of the Fayetteville Observer. Yes. Listen, thank you all for watching so much. Listen, guys, you can share the show with other people. Click that share button that's underneath here and share it on your page so other people can watch too, because we want to get the word out there.
We've had homes since our first home in 2002. Fantastic customer service, and Homes is there for
I'm
you.
getting people's comments way out. Okay. Okay, I gotta answer a couple people's questions.
That's fine. I keep feeling.
Oh wait, I think somebody else answered for her.
Let me know when you're ready, boss man, boss lady, say when. Thank you. 3, 2, 1.
And you're back listening to What's Going On Fayetteville. And by the way, in case you're wondering how we know when to come back in, our producer, wonderful, fabulous, best producer in the world, Tammy, says, okay, tell us when.
And he
So
said,
I said, when. You said you got some questions you got to answer.
Yes,
Facebook's
I have
running
some
a little slow. We'll catch
questions.
up.
Facebook is not being my friend today, but people I'm going to try to catch up. We have Malia, who is actually the director for the Fayetteville Dogwood Festival. It is okay, people. Yes, goodness. She was asking where is the Black History Expo going to be, and it's actually going to be held today from 10 to 6 p.m., and it's at the Purdy and Ida Elliott Family Life Center at 8247 Elliott Bridge Road in Spring Lake, and again, that is from 10 to 6 p.m. Many businesses there that you should probably check out. So, Malia, I hope that helps you a little bit. And let me see, I'm scrolling down to see if there are any more questions. I think that was the only one I missed, unless Facebook is still on a delay. So we will see. But I think that was it. Do you have anything?
Of course, there's no delay if you call in.
Yes, if you call in, I can answer you right now.
But by the way, for ladies out there, if there is a guy who remembers your birthday, understands your friends, knows all the things that you like, that is not the man for you.
Wait a minute.
It's Mark Zuckerberg.
Facebook is watching.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Leave it to Wade. We knew it was coming at some point today. Nina, I want to thank you really quick for sharing the video. You rock. My fellow Achi sister, thank you so much.
Gesundheit.
I know. I knew you were going to do that. Wade, every time I say Achi, he thinks, God bless you. So, thanks so much. Nina, you are commenting, I think, and I'm trying to see what you're saying. If Facebook will allow. I see a good morning, so thanks for that. Good morning to you all. Let me see if there's anything else I missed. But Wade, welcome back, because you were not here last week.
Yes, I was up in New York.
With the snow.
It was, let's see, yeah. And it snowed 5 inches while we were there. And I heard the snowplow trucks coming by at 5 in the morning clearing roads. It was amazing, the difference up there versus here. It had 5 inches of snow.
It's nothing.
And by the afternoon, the roads looked like there were nothing had ever happened.
Absolutely nothing, which is why, I'm from New York. And so when we moved down here and school would get closed for like the thought of some snow, I was like, are you guys serious? Because I trekked to school with snow boots and like 2 feet. Like if you could open your door, you were expected to be at school. So like it baffles me still. Yeah,
well, and then it was kind of fun though.
Did you shovel? Like just for the experience?
The first time ever, I took the snow shovel to the driveway.
How'd you do?
I did fine.
Did you solve?
No, it was really good because it was like 18 degrees when it was snowing. So the colder it is, the snowflakes are smaller and they're not.
So was
they're
it light
drier.
and fluffy?
So it was just like.
See, you lucked out.
And but it's also why I understand why I live here.
You value North Carolina a little bit more.
But I got to cook for 25 people. It was like I think 20 kids and at a youth retreat and 5 adult supervisors, chaperones. Yeah.
So
in a barn out in the middle of nowhere. What? I mean nowhere. It was a barn that's converted. We did tacos and fajitas for lunch, and then I took some Fowler's pulled pork with me.
What?
And made some coleslaw.
Fowler's is on the
mac
road,
and cheese and baked beans for him up there. And then we did the last dinner I did was herb roasted chicken topped with lemon slices and a vegetable ragu and some stuff like that.
I'm hungry now.
So it was good.
It sounds like it was
good.
a good trip.
One of the supervisors said, "This is the best food I've ever eaten at a retreat." So
see, because it wasn't just some slapped together buffet type of thing.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And it was actually cooked right there. The place was fantastic. Somebody took an old barn and converted it into a living space and could house that many people in its own Airbnb. Wow. And there was snow all around. It was just a beautiful setting. It was really wonderful. Sure. Kids had some great spiritual training, and so it was a good time. It was a good time.
That's good, but it sounds like you came back with the sniffles.
Well, actually, I went up there and with the sniffles that got worse while I was there, and then it's starting to get better.
Starting to clear up.
But let me tell you what, there's a lot of things, people. If you've never been to New York State, it's not just the city.
No, it's not.
There's some absolutely gorgeous countryside up there in upstate New York.
My grandfather used to take us apple picking, pumpkin picking. It's beautiful. Outside of the city is beautiful. I mean, the city is cool too, but outside of the city is beautiful.
Yeah.
And I don't miss the snow though. Because I think I lifted my first shovel when I was like 10, because my grandmother was like, "You're helping." And we lived on a corner lot, which meant we had to shovel the whole sidewalk around that, because we had sidewalk people, so we had to shovel the whole corner plus our stairs, so that you had to shovel so the mail person could get to the mailbox. Yeah. And so we would shovel, and I didn't get the light fluffy snow. I had like the heavy, it rained after it snowed, and so now there's like ice.
Crusty,
like I would have to crack the ice and then shovel, and it wasn't fun. And my mom didn't believe in paying the extra for the snow shovel, so she had like
just a regular.
That'd be awful. It's just a square metal shovel, and
I know it'd be awful.
What? Wait, I kept saying, "Mom, I don't think this. Everybody else has like different shovels. I don't think these are right." She's like, "Just do it." I was like, "Oh my goodness."
Well, I'm going to switch topics. I want to tell you what. I want to tell you first of all, thank you to the folks that listen to this program.
Yes.
And you never know. I've had now 2 different occasions where I've been out where people said, "You're Wade Fowler, aren't you?" Yeah, well, I hear you on the radio show.
Well, your voice is.
And yesterday at the restaurant, this lady came up. I keep saying yesterday. It might have been on Wednesday, but anyway, it was a rib day. She came to get ribs. And we're sitting there. She said, "You're Wade, aren't you?" I said, "Yes, I am." Thanks. She said, "Well, I recognized your voice. Listen to the radio show." So we really appreciate you guys doing that.
Yeah,
and I'm going to take this, if I can, as an opportunity to just talk about the restaurant today. I don't really talk about it very much on the show. But to let you know that we really try hard for all our customers to give them great customer service, number one, but great food. But today, our special today is going to be burnt ends. And everybody always asks, what is burnt ends? And why would you want to eat them?
Ever.
It's the brisket. And the brisket is, from the cow. And it is normally a tough piece of meat if you try to cook it quickly. But if you cook it nice and slow, it's good and tender and juicy. And we take what's called the point muscle off the brisket, and we smoke it for about 8 hours to get it nice and tender. And then we cut it into cubes, and then we put it into a special sauce that's got extra butter and brown sugar in it. And it gets kind of real sticky and tacky and kind of black around the edges, so it looks like it's burnt, and it comes off the end of the brisket. So that's why they call it burnt ends.
So it's not technically burnt. It's just
it's just
delicious.
smoked up in it. Yeah, it's really. Matter of fact, one of our biggest fans for burnt ends works for Home Security Systems, who is our sponsor. And he used to come eat our brisket all the time until he tried burnt ends, because he never had them. And now all he eats is the burnt ends. So
if today is burnt end day, does that mean you can't get it any other day?
The burnt end days are Thursdays and Saturdays, and rib days are Wednesdays and Fridays. The way our cookers work and what we have for size, because it's a small restaurant, we can't do both of them on the same day.
Makes sense. So you guys need to keep track of those days. That means you can get something special. Like you can go to Fowler's several days a week and always get something.
And we have a new sandwich we call the Q, like the letter Q, band, because it's got barbecue in it.
I still haven't caught up and got the.
It's got pulled pork, and then it's got ham. And Swiss cheese and pickles and mustard, like a Cuban sandwich, and it's pressed on a on a griddle, like a panini press. Yeah, like a Cuban is pressed down. And it's really, really good. So
I think you guys
if you like collards,
what you need to do.
We got the best. We got the best.
You
collards,
do.
Yeah.
So I think you guys know where you need to go for lunch today. But we are coming to the close of the show, people. We only have 1 more minute. And in that minute, I want to tell you to go support the events that we spoke of today. I want to tell you to spread the word about what's going on in Fayetteville. And be sure to tune in next week, 9 a.m., because I have a pretty awesome guest. If next week is the 2nd? Is next week the 2nd?
Yes, it is.
Yes, I have a pretty awesome guest lined up. So you guys want to tune in. And we'll talk to you then.
Yep. Thanks for listening to us here on the We Do Radio Network. That's What's Going On saying. See you next week.
Good show. Thank you both so very much.
Did you get the text about the guest next week?
Yeah.
Okay. I was saying it, and then I was like, wait, is it the 2nd next week?
I'm trying to think who we...
Oh, my God. So
Good morning, Michelle. If you missed the show, be sure to play, and you guys can share this video as much as you want, because it's here forever. ever. And spread the word about the show, and be sure to tune in next week because, like I said, I have a pretty awesome guest coming. Stay tuned. I will be sharing her information this week on my page. Also, don't forget to follow me tonight for all the behind-the-scenes looks at what's happening with Boris Kodjoe. I get to let you see what I see, and I trust it's going to be kind of cool. So follow me here and follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys later today. Bye. Say bye, Wade.
Bye, Wade.
Thanks, Michelle.